Today we're talking cigar cutters, not just any ordinary cutters, cutters that have 3 different options, and why I think these are cutters that you need to have with you at all times, who they're for, how practical they are. Let's get into that today on the My Bourbon Journey Whiskey Review channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Scott. Welcome and thank you for joining me as well. So as I had mentioned leading into this, we're talking cigar cutters. This for me is probably one of the things I appreciate and love to collect, maybe as much as cigar lighters. And the cigar cutters that we're talking about today, how practical they are, what the ultimate usefulness of each of these units will be, their appearance, again, the functionality, all of that factors into why we'd probably want these. So without further ado, let's kind of get into this. We'll show you a couple of these units today, and we'll talk a little bit about why, again, you're going to need to have one of these cigar cutters with you at all times. So let's talk a little bit about how these units are going to come packaged to you. So this unit here will come within its own exterior box, again, making sure that the unit within here is protected as much as possible. In addition to that, you're going to have, again, a cellophane sleeve that covers this entire unit here. Again, you've got another package or another cover here for it as well. Does come with a really nice kind of hard exterior box. We'll just add that there. And then here you can see, again, around here, you've got this really hard kind of foam protection, making sure that this unit here, this cutter here, is not going to get damaged at all during transit. So again, they are one of the companies to me that make sure that the item you order is going to get delivered to you the way you hope it does. And as you can see here, safe, perfect, ready to be used. Cutters, as I was saying, beautiful, beautiful weight to them first and foremost. So you can see kind of the appearance here. So as you can see, the one here on my left or your right has this kind of matte black finish to it, very heavy. That is one thing I love about it. It does kind of signify that there's some quality behind this. And oftentimes when you have those heavier metals, they're going to cut better because they're able to be sharp for a much longer period of time. So when you're cutting a cigar, you know, as we all know, you want those blades to be as sharp as possible. So as you can see, kind of this matte black finish here. Again, I mentioned the weight to it. We'll kind of go over the functionality here in a second. But here in my right hand or on your left, you've got this more kind of gold with a red accent to it. So each item is identical. The only difference here is going to be the color or the finish that each one of these cutters come in. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what each of these units or what these units have to offer. I'll go ahead and set that right there. So as you can see, this gives you the appearance of it being only 2 options for cutting your cigars. Well, actually there's a hidden punch in this, which we'll kind of get into in a second, but we'll show again the functionality of this unit, how it all works. So again, there's something about the gold and red that just kind of resonates, looks good, kind of signifies a little bit of that kind of classiness. So again, how does it work? So as you can see here, on this side here, my left side, your right side, this will open up the guillotine cutter here. So it simply kind of clicks, you push it in, it locks in there. We'll push that one back in there. Here we've got the V cutter here at the top. So again, you push that in there, locks in there perfectly. So you've got that ready for whatever cut you basically want or whatever one it is that you need. So I had mentioned before on the bottom side here, you've got a punch cut. So, or a punch, I should say. If you're not somebody who wants or needs at the time a guillotine or a V-cut, you always have the option of a small punch or kind of working that around the cigar to kind of give yourself a larger surface area punch. That simply clicks into the bottom there and stays nice and safe and sound. So let's go back to this. So as you can see here, let's just show you here. So I'm not going to actually cut the cigar, but you can see kind of how that fits in there. Now that does not have a stop on the guillotine, so you're going to have to make sure that the proper cut is placed on that. So you've got to be very cognizant of when you get your cigar in there, that it is going to be in there the way that you want it. So let's go ahead and close that, open up the V cutter here. The V cut, probably my favorite cut overall. As you can see, when you place that in there, it does have these stops. So it should assure that you're getting the proper cut for your cigar on the V cut portion. So it does again have that stop, and simply pressing that will release that. The bottom one if you want that, so it moves around very quickly. So whatever one it is that you want, you're ready to go. Again, the punch on the bottom. Again, we've got the black one here, kind of works exactly the same. Again, more of maybe a darker black on the side, more of that matte black finish here on the side, like kind of like a gunmetal basically. So this gives you two different looks. One of them is going to appeal to just about anybody. So again, as I had mentioned, these are two absolutely fantastic cutters, and two that I think are as practical as it gets. If you're somebody who wants just independent cutters, these are both perfect. I know oftentimes nowadays you'll have cutters, lighter kind of combos, but again, if you're somebody who just prefers to have a cutter with you, these are going to be absolutely perfect. And again, as you can see here, these are super easy to just kind of move around, kind of click those in, nice and heavy, perfect feel in your hand. Again, you can move these things around, get the cigars in there, and you're good to go. I mean, it doesn't get any better, I think, any classier than having two really absolutely fantastic cutters at your disposal. I mean, again, throw these things, whether it's in your travel humidor, your cigar case, your pocket, whatever it may be, either one of these are going to work perfectly for you. So now the question is, how do you get these? Make sure you check out the link in the description below to both of these cutters, in addition to a lot of other great things from XIFEI. As I mentioned in other videos, they have become a company for me that is a real go-to. They offer great customer service. The products always come on time, really fast, delivered safe and sound, and you're getting, in my opinion, a great product at an even better price. And that's something that we all look for in today's market, something that makes you feel like you're getting a great value. And again, I think the quality to value is spot on with what it is that XIFEI is doing. So again, how you get these items, make sure you check out the link in the description below. That will link to both of these cutters, in addition to a lot of other great things from XIFEI as well. I want to say thank you again for tuning into another one of my videos. Greatly appreciate it. Again, make sure you check out the link in the description below for both of these items and other items from XIFEI. If you'd like to follow me, you can on Facebook and Instagram, both of those places at My Bourbon Journey. If you'd like to help support the channel and become part of the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club, make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. With all of that said, thank you so much again for joining me today. Remember, it's about the journey and not the destination. We'll see you next time.